More confusing words in action number 1. Here is the last set of words for today. This is the 6th video of this series, and I will gladly finish this right now. Let's start off with our words 51 to 60, from connote to denote, to curriculum vitae, and resume. So let's get this started with. First up, we have the words connote and denote. Now, when you're connoting something, that means you're going ahead and you're implying that something's happening. Whereas when you're denoting something, that means you have a sign of something. It's like a sign of something. Got it? Like, let me give you an example. Like, let's say that there are fur on my food. That connotes that my cat has licked it, which means it is poisonous and I should not eat it. Just kidding. Cat saliva is pretty good. Alright, then we have denote. Now, when you're denoting something, that means you are saying it's a sign of something. Get it? Good. Here's the example comic. Look, the first spring flowers of the year. There appears denotes the coming of spring. On the other hand, if me, they also connote the uncertainty of spring weather. Do not ask why I'm using a deep voice. Run! That was pretty fun. Next up, we have the words conscience and conscious. Now, when you're conscious, that basically means you are awake. You're awake and you're aware of something. Whereas when you're conscious, that means you have an inner moral sense. Like something that goes ahead and tells you that you should be moral and rightful. You look like you didn't sleep or wink last night. I didn't. My conscience would have let me after we didn't tell Dad about boarding his car and scratching it. Same here. You really ought to tell him about it when he wakes up. Or we could just escape before he's conscious. They are adults, after all, I suppose. Alright. Next up, we have the words contingent and contingency. Now, when you're contingent, that basically means that you are depending upon future events and conditions. Like, this will affect the future. Whereas a contingency is like something that might happen. Your being allowed out to play in the snow is contingent upon you all finishing your work first. Translation, you will be allowed to go out and play in the snow as long as you finish your homework first. If you don't finish your homework, no going outside and playing. Alright, you can all go outside now. Where's the snow gone? That was one contingency I hadn't planned for. Wowza. That's a good matter if you ask me. Next up, we have the words persuade and convince. Now, when you're convincing someone, that means that you go ahead and you make that someone think the same way as you are thinking. Whereas persuading someone is like you're trying to convince that person, but usually the person you're trying to convince is already on the opposite side of your spectrum. I don't really want to go shopping. Will you be persuaded if we promise to go to the cinema when we're finished? Yes, we can watch that new romantic comedy. You're not doing a good job of convincing me. I suppose he's the stay-at-home kind of guy. Respect. Alright, next up we have these words. We have the words copyright and copyright. Now, copyright with the R-I-G-H-T as the right, that means it's the legal status. It's like the legal protection of your original work and the brand names that you own. Whereas copyright with W-R-I-T-E is like action of writing advertisements. It's the action of writing all these advertisements as well too. And that's pretty much everything that you can do. Like, usually a copywriter is a person who writes all the advertisements. Now, here we go. There, what do you think of my slogan for a new sales campaign? I think no one's your equal when it comes to copywriting. I wonder if I ought to copyright it. I think you may be too late. The time is white. Time is late. The time is flight. This guy should have copyrighted as soon as he started the campaign slogan, but now it's a little too late. Alright, next up we have the words corpse and corpse. Now, when the corpse is like a body of people who do something, whereas a corpse is like a dead body. If you are a corpse, that means you're going ahead, you're dead, and the only thing that's remained of you is your body. Whether or not you still have clothes on is another matter. Corpse, C-O-R-P-S, without the E, is like, it's a group of people who work together in some place. Like, the Green Lantern Corps is like the interdimensional galactic police organization who use Green Lantern rings to go ahead and summon builds created of green light. That's what a corpse and corpse is. Here's an example of it. It's unusual to find a corpse in a newspaper headquarters. He was a top reporter. I fear the press corps will make it the main story in tomorrow's papers. I'm confident they will be respectful. Corps! It's a press corpse. They're not really respectful, are they? Next up, we have the words of criteria and criterion. Now, criteria and criterion, though, they're the two exact same words. It's just that criteria is like multiple things, like the multiple standards, whereas criterion is like one standard, the standard, a standard. Get it? If yes, good. If no, go learn what criteria and criterion are from now on. So like criteria is like the standards of something, like the standards, the criteria to pass something is like the score, your overall score, your test score, your grade point average. Those kinds of things are part of the criteria to get into Ivy League schools. But criterion, though, there are one standards, and because of that one standard, that's pretty much the whole important thing. Like for this fruit and vegetable show, one of the criterion should be taste, and as you can see, they didn't even mention taste in this criteria. What is our criteria for deciding the winner? We judge according to appearance, size, color, and weight. Bleh! I think we need a new criterion. A new taste criterion. Alright, next up we have the word qui and Q. Now, when you're queuing about something, it's like if you get a Q, that means it's your signal to do something. Whereas a queen is like a line, a sequence of people or things. It's like a line, pretty much just a line. That's just the queen. Here's the example. We've been sitting in this queue of traffic for over an hour. I think the end's in sight. Oh no. I think that's our cue to go back home. Even the kids are disappointed. Alright, next up we have the words curb and gerb. Now curb, C-U-R-B, basically means it's to restrain and to control yourself, whereas curb, K-E-R-B, is like the edge of a pavement. Like the edge of the pavement where you go ahead and you walk on something, your sidewalk. It's the edge of your sidewalk. That's pretty much it. I do wish the authorities would curb motorists who ignore the no parking signs on this busy main road. It's dangerous stepping off the curb because you can't see what's coming. Quick, get back! Watch out, it's not much safer on the pavement. Then why bring them outside if you're going to stress everything about their lives? That's not going to help them. Alright, next up we have these words, and this is the most important words of all. These words is curriculum vitae and resume. First of all, a curriculum vitae, also known as a CV in abbreviation, is pretty much the same as a resume. Both of them are just a summary of someone's educational and professional history, if they have a job, that is. But a resume, though, can add on to it. It doesn't have to have your educational history. A curriculum vitae, a CV, has to have your educational and professional history. But a resume, all you kind of just need for a resume is like a letter of recommendation as well as a short summary of your work. Like, I wrote one myself when I had to apply for schools, and to be honest, they are pretty good. Usually, though, they are short, choppy, up to the point, and describes your life and why you should get this job, or if you're a student like me, why you should enter this school. That's pretty important as well, too. Here's the example. I don't think of what to put in my curriculum vitae that will make me sound like an ideal candidate for this job. Just write a resume of your experience in similar work. But I haven't any experience in similar work. Yeah, then you're just gonna have to write something that makes you qualified. Then write that you're ideal because you've never made a single mistake in such work in your life. Alright, so here's an example. Oh, too small. First off, here's my resume. It's very good, to be honest. It has my name. It has my name on this, my grade, what I'm applying for. My profile picture, handsome dude, to be honest. Not longer hairs though. And here I have my curriculum vitae. This is a Samsung pen. It's not an Apple pen. I have my curriculum vitae right here. It's an educational history. I don't have a professional history. Well, technically, I do have a professional history of my competition, but that's not important. And this part is my resume part. You write this part yourself, and sometimes they require you to write an essay, especially if you're trying to get into colleges and those kinds of things. They really love your essays. I'm pretty sure I got mine accepted.
And this is just an example of a CV and resume, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episodes of Han Chan Chan. Next time, we'll be moving on to more confusing words in action number 2.
Here is a photo of it, and I am excited to start this off with you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Next time, Shana, peace. Bye bye.